Hey guys, welcome to my 1K special video, which is a Q&A video. First of all, I want to thank all of you for making this happen and supporting my YouTube journey. I'm not gonna lie that I have never thought about reaching 1K, but reaching 1K in 2 months is definitely beyond expectation, and getting more than 30 questions is also amazing. So actually, I've written all of the questions down in my notebook, so I won't miss any of them. I'm gonna try my best to answer all of the questions, so it might be a long video, but I wish you stick to the end, and even if you don't, that's alright. So I'm gonna get straight into it. First, I'm gonna be answering some of the very basic questions, like where are you from, what country do you live in, how old are you, what languages do you speak. So I'm from China, I live in China, I live in Shanghai. I'm 100% Chinese, both of my parents are Chinese. I'm 17 years old, I'm still in high school. And what languages do I speak? I speak Chinese, of course, that's my first language. I also speak a little bit of English, as you can see. Yeah, I think that's all the languages I speak. I've tried to learn some Swedish, but all I know right now is Jag bor i Sverige. Yeah, I think it's like this, which means I live in Sweden. Yeah. And I also got a question, do you know any Spanish? Well, I don't know any Spanish. I've tried to learn it, but it's a bit difficult and I don't have really much spare time, but it's always on the top of my list. I mean, if I have a chance in the future, I will always try to learn Spanish. Like, it's so cool. Next, I got some questions about my sexuality. What's your sexuality? Are you lesbian? So my sexuality, first of all, I'm not a lesbian. My sexuality is bisexual. Yeah, but I do feel like I like girls more than boys, but I'm still bisexual. Also, I got a question, let me see. Is it hard being LGBTQ plus in China? I heard people are not very accepting there, but I wanted to hear your opinion. So I can just tell you about my situation. So for me, it's not that hard. Both of my parents are very accepting. All of my friends are very accepting. Yeah, I don't feel like they care about it that much. I mean, if you're talking about the Gen Z, I feel like they're very open. Maybe that's because I live in Shanghai. Shanghai is a very open, very modern city. But I feel like if you're in other cities in China, that might be hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that might be really hard, especially if you want your parents' support, your family support, other people's support, especially the people who are older than you, like not their generation. I feel like that would be really hard. But for me personally, it's not that hard. Yeah, it's not that hard. And I don't really want to offend anyone, but I feel like as a girl who likes girls, I feel like some people, like, they take it more easily because they're not taking it seriously, if you know what I mean. I feel like boys who like boys are more talked about, like, as a serious topic. Sorry, my English is so bad, but I wish you understand. So okay, now I'm gonna be talking about something about ASMR, because after all, I'm running an ASMR channel. So I got questions about my favorite ASMR artists. So my favorite ASMR artist is definitely Kitten's Cafe. She's always my favorite. She's my favorite influencer. She's my favorite YouTuber, of course. And I came to YouTube just to watch her videos, because her videos are not very available in China if you don't know, people in China are not allowed to use foreign apps such as Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Google, like all of them, almost all of them. But I splurged a little and managed to land on YouTube just to watch her videos. Yeah, she's my favorite. Also, I have some comments saying that you're reminding me of her so much, like you're so much alike. Actually, I'm very honored to receive comments like this because I really like her style, but I'm not trying to resemble her. It's just because I always like that kind of style. Yeah. So other ASMR artists that I really like are, I think I'm gonna be putting their names there when I edit this video. So I also like Nano ASMR, Unity ASMR, and Emma Space. These are my most watched ASMR artists. Yeah, I really like them. And let me see, who inspires you to make these videos? How did you get into ASMR? So I don't really have someone specific, someone who inspires me to make these videos. I mean, I always like ASMR ever since middle school, but I never really thought about making them. Like if there's someone who inspires me to make these videos, I would still say Cadence Cafe. Like she shows me a new way of making ASMR, and I feel like I can manage that. Yeah, like I can nail that, because I don't really like these pure ASMR where people only do like whispers, triggers. I like ASMR videos with plots. Always feel like I'm a very creative person, so yeah. So she showed me ways of possibility and the possibility of creative ASMR videos. Yeah. How did I get into ASMR? I can't really remember. I'm so sorry. I think I just ran into some of the videos and got enchanted. And the following questions are asked about my character. Do you consider yourself as a more introverted or extroverted person? How does it affect your relationship? What's your MBTI? So that's actually a very interesting question for me to answer because I was obsessed with MBTI, personality types, those theories and junk. I was obsessed with them. So I can say with confidence that my MBTI is INTP, which might be a little bit surprising because I don't really act like one in my videos. But I feel like ASMR videos should make people feel cared, loved, and relaxed, which doesn't fit the stereotype of INTP at all. And in fact, I'm trying my best not to be that critical in my videos. I won't call it persona, but yeah, that's the truth. I'm an introverted person, and fun fact, I unfriended almost all of my middle school classmates after I graduated. It's not because I hate them, I don't hate them, but it just got me so anxious, so scared just to see so many people lying on my phone, like on my social media. It's just freaking me out. So I just ran away. Are there any characters that you think are very, very similar to you? So I haven't really found a character that is very similar to me, but some of my friends have told me some. One of my friends said I'm very similar to Ayanami Rei in the animation Eva. And also he said that I'm very similar to Meyer Salt in the famous novel The Stranger or The Outsider. And another of my friends said I'm very similar to Lane in the animation Lane. And I actually found all of these characters very similar. I mean, they are very similar, but whether they are very similar to me, I don't know. Okay, and I have some like daily questions. Okay, I'm trying my best to keep this video logical. What's your favorite color? Your favorite movie? Music recommendation? Your favorite music? Favorite album? Favorite artists? So my favorite color has always been black and white, because I always want to create a ghost, like a creepy vibe for myself. But lately I fell in love with pink. But deep down, they are just the same. I mean, pink creates such a striking contrast. Imagine a girl dressed in all pink, but is a serial killer. I mean, that is cool. So my favorite color right now is black, white, and pink. My favorite movie is Before Sunset. No, Before Sunrise. I'm sorry, Before Sunrise. So this is like the most romantic movie I've ever watched. Like, I mean, I can watch it over and over and over. It's like my ideal way of falling in love. If I have to fall in love, I would prefer to fall in love in this way. I also like Gone with the Wind and Detached. Yeah, I feel like they are very artistic movies. Also, I'm a huge fan of horror movies, and my favorite horror movie of all time is always Orphan. I mean, the girl Esther in this movie is so stunning. She's so charming. She's like the most beautiful human I've ever laid my eyes on. She's just so stunning and evil at the same time. She's so charming. And my favorite music, well, if you're asking about my favorite music types, I do like pop music. I like alternative music, rock, alternative rock. Yeah. My favorite albums and favorite artists. So first of all, my favorite artists is always Lana Del Rey. Like, she's always my favorite. Mother's mothering, you know. And I also like Melanie Martinez. I like Taylor Swift. Lately my favorite band is Wolf Alice. Like, they're just so amazing, and I always like that kind of rock and roll. My favorite album is probably Norman fucking Rockwell, Ultraviolence, things like this. And music recommendation, I mean, my favorite song is Venice Beach, but my recent favorite songs are all from Wolf Alice. I think it's called Delicious Things, and I like Lipstick on Glass. Yeah, these are my music recommendations. Someone asked me about my favorite K-pop group, and I got a question saying that you seem to be a K-pop stan. If so, tell us, who do you stan? Actually, I'm not really a K-pop fan. I don't really listen to K-pop that much. I've listened to some songs of J-Idol, but I don't stan them. And well, I do have a K-pop girl that I really like. I like Wang Yang. I really like her. But I feel like I like her mostly because of her style, her aesthetic, appearance, makeup, and also her character. I mean, she's just so hardworking, and she's so good at controlling herself, self-discipline, things like this. Yeah, she's amazing. And okay, I feel like the questions, I mean, I didn't put them in a very logical order, just forgive me. Which country would you like to travel to? Probably some countries in North Europe, like Iceland and Sweden, countries like this. And I also really want to travel to America. I mean, especially California. Like, it's always been a state of mind. Maybe because I'm a Lana Del Rey fan, also because that my best friend lives in California, and I haven't seen him for a year, so I really wanted to go there and hang out with him. What's your future plan for YouTube and your career? I don't really have a plan for my future because I'm not that optimistic. Like, I feel like I know my destiny, and my destiny is ending up making no money, ending up just lying on my bed, feeding on my parents, if they allow me to. Because, well, in China, you can choose the subjects that you want to learn. So for me, I chose politics, geography, and history. I feel like there are no careers for students choosing those subjects. I mean, yeah, so. And as for YouTube, I want to reach the 4,000 watch hours in a year. I really want to reach that because I want to make some money, because my career life is all done. I feel like it's all done. It's like, it's gonna be a crap. So yeah, that's just my plan for YouTube. Okay, we are getting to my favorite hobbies, like my favorites again. I'm so sorry that they're in such a chaotic order. I literally can't stand it. So, as for my hobbies, I really like playing the guitar. I like room escape because, as I said, I'm a huge fan of horror things. Like, I'm just a sucker for all kinds of horror things, horror movies, horror games. Also, I really like reading and writing. I really love literature. I wanted to study literature in college, but I don't really feel like there's a chance for me to do that anymore. But that doesn't matter. I mean, literature never turns anyone down. So, let's see. The next question is, how is your school going so far? Do you like it? Well, I never hated school. I'm not like a really good student when it comes to my academic grades. I don't feel like I'm really good at it. But my school is mostly boring. I mean, my high school is mostly boring. It's not that bad. I don't hate it. But just a few days ago, I dreamed of my middle school again. Like, my middle school is just nightmare to me. It's like a nightmare playing in my head over and over again. I never want to experience it anymore. But my high school is just fine. What's your favorite season? My favorite season is summer, but ironically, I'm allergic to sunshine. I mean it seriously. I'm allergic to sunshine. I mean, even in the day, like today, which is not very hot, I still get allergic. But summer is still my favorite season. Favorite song recently? I've answered this question, I think. One of Alice's songs, Delicious Things, Lipstick on Glass. Okay, this was really interesting. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I don't believe in ghosts because I'm a materialist. I've always been a materialist, like a really solid one. But I like ghost stories because, I like horror things, so I always fall for them. What are my cat's name? The black and white cat. His name is Big G. The guy in Doraemon? The other cat, her name is Fluffy because her fur was very fluffy when we met her, but not anymore. What's the best and worst things that you've ever tasted? I think the worst thing is pig liver. I mean, I don't eat any guts, but I was forced to eat them when I was in kindergarten, and I always throw up whenever I eat them. It's just a nightmare for me. Yeah, I don't eat any guts at all. And the best thing I've tasted, I'm not a huge fan of food. Like, I'm not really obsessed with food. So I might just say instant noodles because instant noodles do taste good. Yeah. Any games you are interested in? Well, I don't know that much about games. I don't really play games that much because I'm not allowed to play games. My parents are very strict. I like Super Mario. I have a Switch, like a Nintendo Switch, so yeah, I played Super Mario, and I'm always interested in horror games, yeah. But I've never really played a horror game before except Granny, and I always die within 3 seconds in that game. How do you come up with the roleplay ideas that you do for your ASMR? Well, they just pop out. They just pop out. I feel like I'm very creative when it comes to ASMR, and to be honest, some of the plots in my videos are not are not that creative that I have to think really hard. They're always there. I feel like some of the videos that I make are already very classic topics for ASMR. Okay, this one again. How many languages do you speak? How did you manage to learn English? So I only speak Chinese and English, and I learned English in school. So I've been learning English ever since kindergarten, because in Shanghai people started learning English at a very young age. Yeah, that's how I learned English, and I watch a lot of English movies. I listen to Western songs. Yeah, and honestly, I don't think my English is that good, so I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to share my experiences. Yeah, I feel like that's the end of the video. I've answered all of the questions. So thank you for watching this video. I love all of you guys so much, and I care for each one of you. I'm not very good at expressing myself, but I just want you to know that I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a really nice day.